Okay, well, must have been on the 4th night of being at the Maya Planet Festival, and we camped at the top of the hill. So when we arrived there, usually when I begin to feel the spontaneous dance, I feel a tingling down here, and then it shoots up, and it's a very orgasmic sensation. And then it begins that way, where it just brings me inwards and I begin to observe. And then everything just begins to calm down, quiet. And it's dark. And then that is a space where there is no time, where you can stop time. And so everything gets dark. And during that night, it happened the same way. Just everything just kind of started swirling into a black. And then all of a sudden, there was this bright light that exploded from here and then just spread out like that, like, I don't know, maybe some sort of atomic bomb-like
So that's where the
explosion.
happened.
That's when, yeah, it's here. There's light, it's here. It builds up. You feel it here. That pleasure is here. That pleasure. The pain is here. You know how they say orgasm is that union of pain and pleasure, isn't it? When you have sex, it feels like that. You're hurt. It feels like it's painful, but it feels good. Here is the pleasure. This is the pain. And then when it travels up, it travels, and then it's like it's so much pressure, and it compresses and it compresses, and then that's where it really gets concentrated, and then bliss just suddenly
and then it spread out throughout my body, where it felt like I was sparkling like a million diamonds, and I could feel the spaces in between just really vibrating. And then also I was hyperventilating with the pranayama. It just, the energy was building up and building up to the point where it felt like if I let go completely, I might never come back. And so that was when my partner Tony, she was there watching it all happen. She had never experienced it that intensely before, so she asked me what she needed to do, and I told her to get lakapati so that she could help to ground it. So lakapati arrived and just touched me, and she could feel then the tingling sensation throughout her body. And then when the waves would come of that orgasmic feeling, as she was touching me, she could also feel it. So then it was the vibrations resonating with each other. So it was like that, and of course I couldn't explain it, and I guess now I understand more in terms of vibration. I thought, you know, we have so much of that power, that sexual energy. And when we do actually act on it physically, we lose it, right? And so it occurred to me that maybe perhaps that was my evolution, keeping that energy within me and working on it. What I got, as far as how I was able to begin to feel the orange, because like I mentioned before, it was something that I couldn't feel physically. And today I began to feel it, the vibration. And it's very fleeting. It easily forgets that it holds the universe in the palm of its hand. Just bring it together and contain it. And then you just allow it to pour out of you. It's all there. And you just let it stream out. It just streams out. But we have this this need to clear our chakras, to clear all the blockages, because we want to go back into the darkness, to the womb, so that you can breathe easy, feel light, and then be light. My hand started to go out towards the light, and then just bring it this way first. Because from me, when it goes to me, it's going to you and everywhere else. And there was a point also where I was behind you and we were starting to come back again, and then I tried to expand it out a little bit more into the walls, a little bit more where Aya was. That's exactly it. There's, when you observe, it's a matter of just, watching it. There's no rushing things. It's taking your time. Well, we talked about being the light, being that light, and then just allowing others to be the light when they see you, and when they experience that, and then for them to experience it within themselves, for them to share it with others. It just makes sense. And I've been speaking to Brahman about vibration and things. It's all about that. And it's not so hard, actually. It's just knowing it and declaring it. Then I know I have these self-doubts, these doubts that, I'm not healed, so how can I heal? I'm not good enough for that, or too busy. It just needs to be cleared away, So it's what I wrote in my vision statement, it's really going in, finding that blockage, and then just to release it, because I have to first work on me before I can be that light and be that light for everyone else to see, so that they also can be that. And I know I am. Ever since I was a small kid, I could just, I'd talk to somebody and then I would feel there's light coming out of my eyes. And then I could sense it in them, and I could see in them that they could see that light within me. And then as time went by and the older I got, and the more problems and the more responsibilities stacked up on top of the other, that light started to fade away. But again, last year, after my first visit to Bahay Kalipay, my first inner dance experience, and I went to Hong Kong, that light was so there, it was so strong and so evident to everyone that it attracted people, And it's just a matter of getting back in touch with that carefree, loving light